So, you know,
yeah,
not a good idea.
No, you need adult supervision for that sort of thing. And it sounds like Andrew has never had adult supervision in his life, and that's why he's got such a great career.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there was nobody around to tell him, no, you can't do that. And that's a good thing because you always want to try your best, you know, on something you enjoy doing.
Absolutely. And he clearly sounds like he's having fun, and that's what I loved about chatting with him.
Oh, my gosh, my dogs want to get into the conversation now. But I want to thank you for joining me again today, Mike. And for our listeners, please listen to Mike on Twirl Radio. Mike, go ahead and tell them just a little bit about your show.
I appreciate it. It's a music show. I feature the finest music from the rock era, Saturdays 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific. That's 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is www.twirlradio.com. And if I can throw in one more thing, I'm going to be doing my 600th episode on Saturday, June 29th.
Oh, my gosh. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Does it feel like it?
No, not even. It feels like I should be a little bit better at it by this point, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And that's just your thinking, mister, because I told you I love what you do. I think you're fantastic at what you do.
Well, thank you. And we're going big that day. We're going to expand to 3 hours, and I've got 3 interviews, including a performance and probably a lot of greetings from many of the artists I play, and maybe even some audio from when I was really new at it. I'd
love to hear that.
Yeah, I've got some stuff from about 15 years ago, from the late 1990s, where I was kind of fresh and green and maybe not as good at it as I might be today. Might be kind of interesting.
Well, that's the same thing like I am, you know, thinking back to when I started my show, and not even that long ago, November of last year, and how I've grown since then. It amazes me. Let's put it that way.
I think it's fantastic. You're a force now. I mean, you've gotten hundreds of thousands of listeners. That's just phenomenal. I am just so thrilled by that, Pam.
Thank you. April 29th, a day I'll never forget. I had over 1 million listeners/downloads. So
wow.
Let's see, December, January, February, March, April, within 5 months' time, over
That's
1 million.
That's phenomenal. You're a force.
And I'm very, very, very blessed and very thankful and grateful to everybody that's contributed to that as well. All my co-hosts, you know, I had Dawn at one time. I have you. I have Mike Ricucci from Terra Rising, and David and Sabina. Everybody's helped along the way and contributed so much, and not just even on air, but behind the scenes as well. So I appreciate and am grateful to all of you.
Well, it takes a team, but you know you're putting together a really nice show, and you've hit topics that people really love. You know, between the daytime TV dramas and music, and now stuff like Andrew Potter with just some wildly entertaining stories. I think it's a great show, and I could see why you have a lot of appeal.
Thanks. And thanks to Suzanne Panetto, too, because she's the publicist that sets me up with a lot of the shows that I have, a lot of the guests that I have, and Andrew is one of hers, and she's the sweetest person in the world. So I am very thankful to her as well. So anyway, thanks again for joining us. Follow our show on Twitter at Take-Two Radio, and that's with the number 2. Check out our website for upcoming guests, previous podcasts, and more at take2radio.com. You can also follow Mike when he's on Twitter at Twirl Radio. We need to get you into that more, Mike.
Yes, definitely.
Follow this show on Blog Talk Radio. They'll send you out an email each and every time we have a guest scheduled, and you can also listen for free to the previous podcasts on iTunes and Stitcher. Stitcher is a mobile app that you can download to any of your mobile devices and somehow in your car, too. I'm not sure how that works because I've never used it, but that's the email I have gotten recently from Stitcher. And with that, I'm going to say thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful rest of the day, and God bless you. We'll see you again soon. Check out the website and Twitter for any upcoming shows. I don't have any scheduled right now. I'm taking a little bit of a break. So take care, everybody. Thanks again, Mike. You enjoy the rest of your day as well.
Thanks. You too, Pam. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.